are here.
We are back!
After a few weeks that we are not uploading any video, but now we are here with a lot of energy for you, and today we have a really nice class about Boleos.
Yay! For all our followers!
Let's go for it! So we will start with a side step towards the right. So we take side step with the right. From here we lead the first Boleo. We change the weight to the left, and then we change to a front step with the right. We are leading the second Boleo here, and now we open again to the left. And from here we will enter into a turn with a right. We will start one axis, and to finish her front step, we connect this step together with my left. Then we take a back step. From here, we will open and close. 1, 2, and then it's up to you to express the music as you want. Okay?
Now to my steps. I'm doing a side step to my left, with my left, and now we do a front Polio with my right. Then I will go back with my right into a back high Polio with a small pivot, and then I will end it with a linear Polio front, or also called kick. And then I will go into a turn with my right leg back, side step with my left, right leg forward, I will face it and step forward with my left. And now we'll go open with the right, close, and then do whatever you want in the music, the last beat.
So, as leader, when we want to lead the Boleos, we have to think in two moments. So, the transfer of our weight, of one foot, in this case to the right, transfer the weight, and then return to the middle. So, we go 1, 2, middle. Don't do it like 1, 2, like to pass your weight too much, and then that will pull out of axis when she's in one leg trying to do or follow your Boleo. So, we are leading the first Boleo, going to the right. So, while we are bending, we'll start to connect the intention of the embrace towards her knees down. So, when she answered that, we have to switch the weight to the left, but in the middle. Right? Why? Because the next transition of weight, this much, I will use it to lead the second Boleo, to lead the second impulse. So, before she's going to do the Boleo, I need to do again the cut. Pull towards me while I'm placing my weight in the middle. Again, in the middle, because then I need the next transition, this one, forward, to pull her towards me. Then I will cut again in the middle. Again, I have the next transition to my left, as you see right now, and I will use this transition, or this change of weight, to lead the pivot to enter into a front step. So my chest will go with her all the time. I will do the pivot when she's going into the front step to connect that step together with my left. I will let her face me. We take the back step, down, center, down, close, and then you give space her to do wherever she wants until the phrase is ending. Okay? So, but it's really important that you are focusing and you pay a lot of attention in your weight. Transition to give the first lead and cut in the middle. Then when you go a bit faster, that you will not notice that. You will go like ready, pam, 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 pam. It will be more connected, it will be more fluid. But it's really important that you understand inside your body where is your weight in the moments when she's doing their Boleos. Okay?
One small exercise to understand what Juanpi was speaking about in the lead of the Boleo. When we are doing a step, where we have the weight, where we will end with the weight, and what we do with the weight. So I just want you to stay with the weight in the middle, straight up and down, and feel that, okay, I have 50 and 50 in both of my legs. Now, if you push the weight over to one leg, you feel, okay, I have all my weight over one leg and the other one is free. But when you go back, you don't go with 100% of the weight to the other leg. The first thing you will do is to release the weight to the middle again. Here you can rest. And now push your weight to the other side, so you push and you feel, okay, now I have 100% of the weight here and I have a full leg. This way of changing the weight from one leg to the middle to the other leg, this is actually what Juan is using a lot when he leads. If you miss one of these movements, we can say that it's 1, 2, 3. If you miss number 1, number 2 or number 3, you will miss the lead or the cut.
It will be difficult to understand the moment of the leading and the moment of the cutting of the boleo. And then you will ask, in which moment I have to lead and in which one I have to cut the boleo. I don't understand. I don't feel. Maybe I understand, but my body doesn't feel where I have to do it. So, for example, if you are doing a normal walking, you don't walk directly forward without passing your weight through the middle. Try, when you are doing a normal walking, to pass your weight through the middle and from the middle continue. 1. This is a really nice exercise to understand where is my weight and how I want that my weight is passing from one leg to another leg. This will really help you to do your boleos, leading boleos.
Maybe in another class we can work more the walking, how you change the weight from one leg to the other leg, passing in the middle. For next time.
Next time.
Now, for the followers tips, I will start with what we're doing in relation with the leaders. What we do a little bit in the embrace in relation with the upper part, so he can lead and I can follow. What is really important when we're doing this is, of course, that the upper part is stable, no? That is fixed with our leader, and that is my lower part that is moving. So when we take the first step and I feel that Juan starts to lead me, you can see that he has the intention going towards him and down, and it's small rotation. Here I cannot release my upper part and let the upper part go and don't do anything with the lower part. So what I have to do with the upper part is to expand a little bit in the opposite direction. That is going to be a small direction in this way, without moving but just resisting. So I can feel that this is the lower part that is doing the work that he's doing in his upper part. You can see this movement. Once I have done, I have the whole lead for the boleo. I'm just waiting for when I have to do the cut. No? The movement that we all are waiting for. But the first trick is to find the traction in our bodies, and then when we're changing to the middle, and here I have the boleo, the cut of the boleo, the moment when to do it. Now it's the same thing for the second boleo. So he will give me this lead, this motion, and what I have to do is to not go in that direction with the upper part, but fix, give a resistance in the opposite direction, and go with my leg towards that direction that he's feeling. I need to add a small pivot, because he's continuing pushing me back, and then I wait for the moment when he's cutting, the moment when he's going down and holding. This is the moment for me to lift the leg, not before. Be careful to do the boleo by yourself and then you are waiting for him to lead. Come on, lead.
Try.
So I'm connecting, waiting for the cut. The same here, of course, I hold my position, but here, because Juan is going around, I need to turn my upper part a little bit in this diagonal, so I cannot stay here. He's going to the side and I need to follow him with my upper part. That doesn't mean release the embrace. I hold the traction in the embrace, but I'm turning my upper part to where he's moving. At the same time, I'm going down and kicking my leg forward. So the reason why I feel that this is a linear boleo forward for me and not a circular one that we were doing in the beginning is that I don't feel that Juan is turning me around. I feel that he's going down and I feel that he's leading me straight in this direction. For that my leg is going in that direction. If I want to continue lead me around, he will do this. You can see that he's turning. This is to tell my leg to go around, but now I just feel there. To enter into the turn and to fix my upper part, I need to move my free leg around me. I need to do a pivot and then I need to step back, side, forward. I will face him, and this is important that I do before I start to step forward, so I can feel when I have to step, and we can find this together. To project my leg to the side now, I will push my center down to send my leg to the side. So it's not only that I go with the leg and go back, we have a pressing down to send the leg there, and we have a pulling back to send the leg back. And for the last beat, to end the phrase, I like to do something where I stand still in the place where I am, but I do something between the embrace and my feet. For example, something that is happening here. I like that. whatever you can do, change your word, you can take a step if you want. But I like the feeling of doing the boleos, and then I'm quite fixed, and I just add something in my body to tell that I hear this end of the music.
So to finish with the idea of the boleo leading, is important for both of us to understand what is happening in the embrace. It's like resist and give an intention as a leader. We as a leader, everything that we want to lead, we have to give an intention on the embrace. So I cannot start without giving an intention. I have to connect, try to pass a feeling through my embrace to her, so she understands that I want that she hold or support her upper body and just move the lower body, right? If you can send this intention before you create the lead is going to be like really tight and small. If you don't send the intention before you create the lead is going to be big, and then she will feel like you're pulling out of access her. So, intention, energy before you create the lead. That's the biggest trick that we can give, and it's the most difficult one. But it's really important that you try it.
And even though for you that doesn't have a partner to practice at home, when you practice these steps as a follower, as a leader, try to not just do the steps without the intention. Try to, before you do the step, you put the intention and then you do the step that Juan is speaking about. No? And you try to use this intention. Otherwise you will do the step, and they are correct. I mean, you're doing the side step, you're doing the side, you're doing forward, as Juan said, but without this intention. And this I will explain for the followers a little bit later. I will give you exercises how to move the legs, but also how to use this intention. So the first boleo that we are starting with as a follower is the front boleo. So we have the embrace. You can start from a normal side step. We can start with the weight in the middle, as we were speaking about before. And while we are changing the weight to our left leg, try to use this intention that we were speaking about before in the embrace. So don't just be loose, try to use this. And now what I want you to do with your leg is that I want you to turn it in. You can try just turn it in, turn it out, and you can see that the hip is not moving, the upper part is not moving, the standing leg is not moving, it's just the leg that is turning in and out. And here I want you to keep it turned in, and then I want you to keep it in that rotation while you are bringing the right knee in front of the left knee. Can you see? After the knees are in front of each other, you can bend and you can lift up the foot. And then go back. Be careful to go with the foot first. This is not the idea that we want. We want inner thighs working together. We want that the knee pass, so it's in front of the other knee. And then you can bend and lift the rest of the foot up. The same way to go out as you went in. So release the foot, you still have the leg turned in, and then you go back. Now we will show you what we're doing from the front polio into the back polio. But I'm standing in a diagonal, because I want you to use you as a front. So we have the first polio from here. I have my upper part turning to you. Now what I want you to do is to release the foot down. I want you to turn in the leg as we were doing in the front polio. And now I want you to start to send the leg behind you. It's close to your base. I'm not separating the knee far away from me. The knee is really close to my base, but when it starts to come behind me, I will create a small pivot in the standing leg. So I have free leg, start to go behind me, I create a pivot, but you can see that the upper part is not moving. It stays in exactly the same place. After I did the pivot, I'm going to bend to lift the foot up. This is the end of the boleo. But here also be careful that it's not the result that we want before we actually do the pivot and the connection of the legs. We want the pivot and we want the connection, and in the end, the last thing that you will do is to lift the foot up. So we are here, release, pivot, and lift the foot up again. And here you're really stable, you don't turn the upper part, and you just work the lower part and the free leg. This is an exercise that I want you to practice when you're at home. Upper part stays. Keep the intention in the embrace and work with your free leg around. So that was everything that we have prepared for you today. We hope that you like the boleo. I like the boleos.
I like to lead boleos.
You like to lead boleos?
And also this one because we are using this sequence in our own space. So so we're turning in the same spot, so it's a really nice structure to work.
And it's also really nice for us to work alone, at least for the followers. This is something that we enjoy. Sorry to not have give you a video earlier. This was a little bit late, but that's life sometimes. But last week you had a video from Rita and Panos. That was a really good video, so if you haven't checked that, you can check it here. And next time I will give you a new video as well next week.
And remember that this Sunday at 4 p.m. we have the Tango Fika online coffee, and we have two very important guests, Andres and Natasha. You can check. We are waiting for you. Prepare your coffee, prepare your tea, prepare your fika, that we are going to have a really nice conversation, a really nice chat with them.
And prepare questions if you have any. Please write us, because it's really nice to get your feedback and your questions what we want to ask you.
So, if you like the video, press the like button, subscribe and activate the notifications, and you will know when the new video is out. And we will see you again in the next video.